Hi there, Jamie Goode here of wineandrack.com, and I'm going to be tasting wine on camera, and this time it's port actually, it's port, and it's a really interesting port because this is a vintage port from 2013 vintage. It's called Port Unidade, and this is a charity project that was set up by port lover and German fighter pilot Axel Probst, and the idea was to get 20 of the leading port shippers together to contribute 750 kilograms of grapes each to produce collaborative vintage port in a single lagar, foot trodden by all of them, which then would be sold for charity to raise money for a local Douro charity that looks after underprivileged kids in the region. So, what's it like? So pretty much all of the major port houses were involved. There was one exception. And I just think it's a cool project. It's a really good project, and well done to Axel for getting this together. I mean, it's a super idea. So what's the port like? I'm quite a fan of young vintage ports. There's an immediacy, a density, a richness, and a floral aromatic character to them, and also the tannins. Yeah, they can be quite delicious, although they're meant to be aged. This is a pretty serious port. This is the average age of the vines used in this project were around 35 years. So these were good grapes that were going into the lagar, and this is structured. It's concentrated, it's tannic, it's quite intense. There's some floral black cherry character, some blackberry as well. It doesn't taste overly sweet, and there's enough acidity and structure here to counter the sweetness. And so the overall impression is one of quite a serious, tannic, savoury, although it's sweet, it's got a savoury edge to it, and vintage port that will age really well. It's so interesting, all these different places coming together into the same lagar, and the result is this, and it's a very nice port. Good structure, good focus. Has a slightly stern side to it. I think with vintage ports, they, immediately after bottling, they can be quite exotic and beautiful, and they start clamping down a bit. And in my experience, you kind of want to get them either very young, or then you just leave them for 15 years. It's that adolescent phase, that mid phase, where there's not really, obviously, really, ideally, you want to leave them to age for 15 years, up to 50 years, to get the benefits of a really good vintage port from a good vintage. That's what you need to do. But there's something quite hedonic or hedonistic about drinking vintage port young. But this one, I think, is just getting to the stage where you want to start, leave it in your cellar, don't touch it, come back in 15 years' time. So a really good project, really cool. I'll try to find out where you can get hold of it if you're interested, and put that in the link under the video. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching.